Hey, Gibby, it's primetime. Josh Primo here. I just want to say a huge congratulations. Unfortunately, we're losing a big part of the station and losing you. And I want to say a huge thank you because you did teach me so much. And a lot of the things that I've learned in radio have come from you. And once again, just want to say a huge congratulations and a huge good luck on the rest of your career.
Welcome back inside the CKDJ studios right here for Wrestling with Ideas on CKDJ 107.9 Ottawa's new music. I am the music man, Colin Scully, alongside me. Man they call Gibby, Zach McGibbon.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't heard so far, if you're just tuning in on the radio here, this is going to be Gibby's last episode of Wrestling with Ideas.
Yes.
And in tribute there, I decided to put a little audio package.
Yes.
Through.
I did not commission this.
He did not.
Just to make sure, just so we're clear, like this is not something I said. Hey, make me an audio package. It feels sad for me. You know, this was all done on Colin's own accord.
Yep.
It's about 10 minutes long. And so we're going to listen to this. This is going to be a live reaction. This is something a little different that we've done once before, I think. But this is going to be a little different. This is a live reaction. This is Gibby through the years, as you say.
Gibby, this is your radio life.
There we go. Let's play. Let's play this puppy.
Hey Gibby, Music Man here. This is kind of a hard thing for me to do, as you really are the one that got me my start in my radio career. I can tell you right now that if it weren't for you saying yes to being, for me being co-hosting on Wrestling with Ideas episode 96, I would not be here right now. Yeah. But I thought I had told you that I was going to be looking back into the Gibby archives.
The Gibby archives.
And I put a little tribute package together called Gibby Through the Years. This is going to take a look back at Gibby's wrestling radio podcast, whatever you want to call it, career, right from the beginning.
There we go.
Gibby, this is your wrestling radio life.
Oh,
I had to, man.
Hornswoggle music.
I had
to. If WWE copyrights us, it was all worth it.
They won't do it.
They won't do it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. This is the old intro. This is old me.
This is back when you were my age.
This was the Roz Gibby podcast years. Oh my God. Where did you find
the
this?
Next big thing in
YouTube.
Professional wrestling podcasting. This is Roz Gibby with your host, Zach McGibby.
Yeah, and I used to be Zach McGibby.
Yeah.
Oh.
But you'll laugh at me when I...
Welcome to the next big thing in pro wrestling podcasting. This is the first ever
I
Roz
went
Gibby
all the way
podcast
back.
coming at you from parts unknown. It's me.
You stole my gimmick.
No, you
4 years ago.
Episode of Roz Gibby, I will review WrestleMania 30 and how the actions of WrestleMania 30 will greatly impact the current storylines of WWE. So let's just get started straight away with the Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and The Rock segment. This was a really cool
this
segment.
Is my WrestleMania 30.
With
this is the
Hulk Hogan
the first
coming
episode
out
that
first,
I found.
Wow.
Promoting WrestleMania, promoting the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. Did a very good job selling the match.
Yeah.
And then, but...
This is less defined radio voice me.
The Silver Dome. And that was quite funny, actually. And the crowd totally ripped into Hulk Hogan for totally messing up the name of the arena. But then Stone Cold came out and also joined in.
I was really slow back
but
then.
There was a point in the segment
slow.
where he stood face to face with Hulk Hogan, and I literally thought right then and there that he was going to Stone Cold stun Hulk Hogan right there. But
I
then
sound
the
like
Rock's
a
music
massive
came on,
mark.
which actually surprised me a little
massive
bit, which
mark.
shouldn't really surprise me considering the news
Shouldn't
that
really
he was
surprise me.
backstage at the Hall of Fame
By the
ceremony.
way, this is the first time I'm hearing this.
All right, now let's throw things over to a voice from Gibby's past.
Uh-oh.
The real Lad McGibbon. Where to really begin? Probably the best memory, and it's one that still kind of airs every so often on CKDJ with our promos, was when we had Mish from Wrestling Soup on. I don't know if you ever listened to Soup, but it's not really PG, so I was really happy to have him on there and kind of keep it clean. But one of the moments that just cracked Mish up and Gibby always will remember fondly for the rest of his days was when we were discussing the Chris Jericho match against an undeclared person at that time. And it was at Roadblock to WrestleMania, the one where Triple H fought Roman Reigns in a match no one wanted. And basically, Jericho's out there, he's doing a heel promo, just cutting into Toronto and Canada in general. And who best to defend Canada? The real American, Jack Swagger.
Oh, man.
And Mish just broke down into laughter. And Gibby will remember that for all time. Probably so will I. It's kind of sad to hear that he's leaving Wrestling with Ideas, but it's pretty good. Wish you all the best in your future endeavors, Gibby. And good luck.
There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. And we move over to Chris Jericho.
Oh, man.
I went and I found it.
And he was talking about typical Canadian fans and how he was glad he moved away from it. He insulted Bret Hart, and he says he's the greatest icon in the history of Canada. So with all this Canadian buildup, who do they bring out? The real American Jack Swagger. For this match.
Save us, Jack Swagger.
We the people.
We love you. Be our Prime Minister.
And we love you, Swagger.
It's 2015.
I had to.
Oh, man, but oh man, I can't even.
What did you think of Jericho's promo, though?
It was a good promo.
Did you hate him?
Oh, I hated Jericho. I hated him. I can't believe he moved out of Canada. We got free healthcare here.
The social media response that Jericho got when he was dropping that was unreal. It was like all over the place. There was just so many people commenting. Like, I think a lot of people enjoyed it. It's one of the few times that you see, like, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is one of those guys that either tries or does not try. He's like a Yoda analogy, you know? Do or do not.
Right.
And Chris Jericho came up there to Canada, and he absolutely did. I thought it was a fantastic promo. It got underneath the fans, or at least the visual fans. I'm not sure that, everybody's actually like, ooh, grr, Chris Jericho. But
right.
I think people enjoyed it.
Still one of my favorite episodes of all time.
It was a fantastic premonition with him and AJ.
Yeah, but did you think the decision to bring Swagger out was the best?
Oh, that was horrible. I brought that up when it immediately happened on Sunday. I'm like, that was just the worst possible person. Because at first I'm thinking, okay, they're going to get a Canadian guy to come out there and defend Canada, right?
Yeah, I thought it would be Zayn for sure. Like, why not have Zayn or even Trudeau?
Put Trudeau out there. Let him tag team with Obama. Why not?
Exactly.
Or even get Owens to come out and do the whole English versus French debate.
Yeah, it's true. But the thing is, we knew that half the roster was in Atlantic City, right? So
bring back Sylvain Grenier if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's a good
La
point.
Resistance. Why not?
Yeah,
The Fabulous Rougeaus.
And the Fabulous Rougeaus.
Well, even Edge and Christian or something like that, right? Like, it's just...
Yeah, let's bring Edge out there.
Yeah, well, even, I don't even know if Christian can wrestle. But anybody but Swagger is what my point is.
The real American Jack Swagger.
Hey, Zach, heard the great news. This is Dr. Bob. Congratulations.
Oh, Dr. Bob.
Future ahead of you in particular. Bob, I know everyone at Wrestling with Ideas is going to miss you. Listen to that for quite some time. All your interviews have been absolutely top-notch. I know you put in a lot of effort into everything you do. So it's great to see good things happen. Good people still don't remember your last name. I think it's Gibson or Gibbon, like the monkey. But nonetheless, congratulations on your new venture. You have been a great boon to the wrestling community in Ottawa. I know everyone's going to miss you hearing you on Wrestling with Ideas, but I know you're coming up with some great stuff. Of course, you can still listen to you on commentary.
There you go.
That's all good stuff. Congrats again, my friend. Hope the future's bright.
Thanks,
so
man.
Gibby, like Zach McGibbon?
Oh my God!
I've never heard of him. Does he see a student here? Does he do a show on this radio station? Oh, wait a minute. That's the guy I got the complaint about last week.
Oh,
I think he said booger on the air during his wrestling show. We got to get rid of him, man. He's fired. He is extra fired. No, I'm just kidding. Gibby's a great guy. Gibby, it's been awesome working with you for the last few years
This, of
here.
course,
It's been
is
awesome seeing you
Gibby's
progress through. Good luck at your new gig.
Big,
And thanks for everything
Gibby's
you've done around
professor
the station
here at
here, man. We're going to miss
Dan
you.
Mellon.
number 7. I came out in this.
So this now is going things over to the
Hornswoggle
special edition review of Joey Janela's Spring Break. Some of my favorite soundbites.
I'm just reading the notes. It's like commentary are completely wasted.
Oh yeah.
He started hitting German suplexes on everybody. Hornswoggle / me.
Because that's believable.
I hit a bunch of German suplexes on him. And then number 8, you hear him call his name, and it feels like home.
Oh my God.
When you call his name, it's like a little prayer. You're down on your knees, Marco. He wants to take you there.
I don't care if he wants to take me there. I'm getting off the bus.
Grado came out.
Yeah, not a fan.
And Swoggle came in. He tried to do a German suplex on Grado. And then Grado attacked him with his belly.
Yeah.
He did. It was essentially like a freight train. He just kind of ran right into me / Swoggle.
Anybody who has the balls to come out to Madonna is kind of that good for him. But
he got him over, though.
He does have a point.
I'm just not a big fan of the style.
He's hugely over in Scotland for ice. It was kind of confusing at first because nobody was coming out. Then we realized number 10 is the Invisible Man.
Invisible. That pretty much solidified my hatred for this entire match.
He ran wild on everybody during this. Everybody took bumps for the Invisible Man. He tossed Kikutaro. And then he made Hornswoggle / me submit. He made me tap. The Invisible Man made Zach McGibbon tap.
Yeah,
he has been ejected. He has been killed. He has died.
Unbelievable.
Number 15, Alabama Doink.
That's my favorite.
Doink.
Honestly, that's my favorite bit from the whole
Alabama Doink.
'Cause I'm just a teenage.
Oh my God. Wow, now you're just taunting me here.
Yeah, more or less.
You see, for those who don't know, I absolutely hate this song.
I was debating as to whether I should go with Teenage Dirtbag or Wonderwall.
Oh, if you picked Wonderwall, I would have walked out of this studio.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, man.
That was me through the years.
And now we've got you leaving now.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for putting that together, man. That was very entertaining.
Did you think I was gonna go all the way to the back, like all the way back to the beginning?
No, I was
the first episode of Raw as Gibby.
I was not expecting the very first Raw as Gibby episode to show up on Wrestling with Ideas.
See, I found out that through listening to the first episode of Wrestling with Ideas that's up on Podbean. It was the one with. I think it was the one with. It was the first. Was it the first one that you started doing regularly? It was like 25, 26-ish?
Yeah.
Give or take? Yeah. And I had heard that, I think it was Alec or somebody, or no, it was Braden at the time, that had said, oh, he's got some podcast on YouTube over called Rise Gibby or something like that. And at that point,
you had to go back.
I had to go back and find it because I knew that was going to be my opening thing.
There you go. Yeah, I have not listened to an old Rise Gibby episode in like, well, I guess since it got recorded. Man, that was me way back. That was pre-radio voice Zach McGibbon.
If you go onto my Twitter, you'll see an eye spot at Rise Gibby. Now that was because I go to the same high school that Zach went to.
Yeah.
And I was walking through the halls and I had seen that they had just recently put the big murals or the big pictures of everybody that's graduated.
There you go.
And I was looking through the 1 year and then I saw Zach and I figured I had to take a picture of this.
Yeah.
That is, if I'm not mistaken, that's around the same time
that I did the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that when you were in grade 11 or grade 12 though? Raz Gibby.
Raz Gibby was grade 12, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe have been late grade 11, grade 12. And then I did that show. And then I went to Algonquin to because I was, well, actually, no, it was grade 11 because I remember I went over to Algonquin to check out the radio program because my mom had recommended, it's like, hey, you're doing this podcasting stuff. Let's see what radio's like. And I remember as soon as I walked in, I was like, this is for me.
Right.
So,
and that's kind of the same thing that I had because we really have the same sort of similar career paths.
Yeah.
Like we both had our own podcast.
Yeah. Both coming from LDH. Yeah. Both making our way through. And when we both went into the radio station, we realized that was what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, I have not listened to an old Raz Gibby podcast episode in quite some time. So thank you so much for that. That was really good. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I have not listened to an old Roz Gibby episode in a long time. And thanks again as well to Alec Miskey, Dr. Bob as well. Dr. Bob, really great guy, doing some fantastic stuff on the independent scene.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Dr. Bob. And of course, Dan Mellon at the end there.
Yeah.
He was a professor of the radio program and really gave me the tools to really develop some great stuff in the program, and of course Wrestling with Ideas. So I thank Dan so much for that. After this, I do have to say though, I have to put in one more commercial break before we end things off. So we'll put in the commercial break now, and then we'll finish things off, and that'll be my final episode of Wrestling with Ideas. So you're listening to Wrestling with Ideas right here on CKDJ 107.9, Ottawa's new music. And welcome back inside the CKDJ studios. Wrestling with Ideas right here on CKDJ 107.9, Ottawa's new music. For the final time, I am the man they call Gibby, Zach McGibbon.
Yeah.
And alongside me, the music man Colin Scully. That's it. And that was I love. Thank you so much for that audio package.
No problem,
that was great. I remember the Jack Swagger bit.
Yeah.
The recent stuff with Joey Janela was hilarious. And there's some stuff I remember from older episodes that you could check out in the archives as well at wrestlingwithideas.podbean.com. All the interviews there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. We got Money in the Bank this Sunday, and it should be a fun show. After this, I'm heading straight over to CFRA to do my news writing and my newscasting. So it's not goodbye. It's see you later. I guess it's
for sure.
I think that's the better way to put it.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody who's tuned into when I did the show for 3 years now.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody who tuned in over the years, gave the support. All the countless hosts, co-hosts that we've had here on the show. You, Alec Miskey, Jonathan Skuse, Braden Mayhew, Will Macklin. We're going even earlier, Justin Hargrove and RJ Stacy.
McGuire.
And McGuire Fortier.
Primetime Primo.
Primetime Primo was on. Corey Mess was on for a couple of episodes. This was like episode 40 around-ish. He now does the broadcasting for the Champions, I believe, or at least
that's Mike Nellis that doesn't know.
Mike Nellis doesn't know. I know he did at one point. I wonder what he's doing now, but he's another great guy. Corey Mess, man, I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Matty J from well, it's also the WrestleCast, and not the Parts Unknown one though, just the WrestleCast. Matty J, man, there's so many people. Dan Mellon, it's Dan P. Even Chris Duffy way back when he was the one who gave the green light to get the show continuing on and was a big supporter of it. All the countless people in the Ottawa independent wrestling community. From C4 to Great North Wrestling to Acclaim to Big Time, just continuously supporting the show. Mark AP for coming on the show. And this show has really given me the opportunity to do a lot of things. It was really hands-on for me when I did the show. I would host it. I would send out emails to get interviews. I would produce the show. I would upload the show. I would promote the show. And now the way the show's grown, when I took over, we went from around 220 Facebook likes to around 460 now.
Mm-hmm.
And Twitter, obviously we have a good following on Twitter. Started up the Instagram, and we've got a good reach in the Ottawa wrestling community. And so it feels weird because I know I'm not going to be doing this every week.
Right.
And I've been doing this every week for about 3 years now.
Yeah.
And it's really starting to hit home now that this is it for me producing the show. But I know you, Colin, are going to do a fantastic job on this show.
Thank you.
I've already been seeing some of the interviews he's trying to get prepped up, so I think there's some very exciting weeks of Wrestling with Ideas in the future with Colin. There's a lot of great stuff coming up. I'm trying to make sure I've got everybody involved, but to anybody that listened to the show over the past couple of years that supported me, and all the interviews I've been able to do who listen to those, just thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It's been really fun doing this show. It's helped give me opportunities that I didn't think I would have. Getting to do wrestling commentary was something I didn't think I was going to be able to do, and I was able to do it through this show. Getting to talk with some of the biggest wrestling stars in the world through this show. And getting a deeper appreciation for the auto independent scene as well. This show helped me get invested in C4 and Acclaim and Great North and all those great promotions, Big Time Pro Wrestling. Don't want to miss out on too many. And Torture Chamber Pro Wrestling in Montreal. So it was fantastic run. Happy to have done this show. Again, I know, Colin, you're going to do a fantastic job of it.
Thank you. You're welcome to come back anytime you want.
There you go. And so again, this isn't goodbye. It's see you later. Episode 110, a new era begins with Colin Scully.
Are we allowed to say season? Are we on season 6 or season 7 right now?
I started doing the season thing to make it interesting because of the summer stuff. As of now, I've just kind of continued it on as its own wrestling show. But of course, you have the reins now. You can do what you want with the show. Obviously, you feel how you feel with the show. Just know that you not only have my support on it, but you've also got Will's support.
Okay.
Will, who was the original creator of this show.
That's good.
Will's very supportive of you and wants to see the show continue.
That's good.
The goal that both Will and I had, and Brain too, was that we wanted to make sure the show was something like a press box here on the station, where it would be different people running the show and getting to create opportunities. And now Will and I and Brain trying to build a foundation for the show.
And I am going to attempt to continue that.
There you go.
So.
Well, and again, I think you'll do a fantastic job of it. So, again, this is it. Final episode for myself. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Until then, guys, have a good one.